Hey everyone, you've probably seen a few of these videos already, but in case you haven't, today I am going to be opening a very awesome thing sent to me from Mattel. As you may know, Mattel has their new Jurassic World toy line coming out called Jurassic World Dino Rivals. And so Mattel has been sending out these press kits to certain websites, blogs, YouTube channels, and more. And it's included is a mystery box sort of sampling of assorted items from the upcoming first half of their 2019 toy line. Now, and while it's technically the 2019 toy line, just so you know, some of these items are appearing in stores already. Although, given the fact that we are so close to 2019, that shouldn't be too surprising. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up and open this on camera, see what's inside, talk about it a little bit. But before I do that, I want to show you the nice little letter they sent with it, and I'll read it. And so it's a little press kit thing, and it says, "In Jurassic World, it's survival of the fiercest. That's why Mattel Jurassic World Dino Rivals dinosaur figures come equipped with new dual strike activation. You'll be ready to take on any rival's attack with figures built for 360-degree battling play. With over 60 new dinosaurs to collect and introduction of multiple new species to the Mattel Jurassic World line, there are so many exciting ways to continue building out your Jurassic World in 2019. And then it has a nice little thank you for in specific what us at Jurassic Outpost, but whomever they're sending it to, basically a thank you for their continued support. And so it says there's 60 new items. If you have the Jurassic World Facts app, you will see that right now only 30 are listed, so that's the first half of the year. So these are from the first 30 that are being offered. And they said many new species at San Diego Comic-Con over the summer. They said the total amount of new species, now this isn't only new toys, it's just new species, entirely new species, will be 16. So, anyhow, I'm going to start getting to opening this, but let me show it to you. Sorry, I don't really know how well that's showing. I have a DSLR with a sort of tighter lens and a limited workspace, so I'm doing what I can. But it's like a giant shoebox, but inside it's a bit like an advent calendar. So as you can see the inside there, and I'm going to show you the lid. Give me 1 second. I'm going to adjust my camera. So again, if you have the Jurassic World Facts app, you might be familiar with some of these species. But the inside has some really cool key art. What's interesting with the Dino Rivals toy line is each toy comes with a collector's card. And this artwork is kind of the type of collector's cards that they're sending. They have their strength, their speed, their intelligence, and their attack. And then plus artwork of the dinosaur. And it's kind of cool the way they did this. It almost stages it like there's a character select, like almost like a fighting game. At this time, there is nothing like that. However, maybe this is a hint of something that's going to come with Dino Rivals in the future. And maybe it's just a little too early. But some of the species you see is Tyrannosaurus Rex, Indoraptor, I can't pronounce the name, but it's a flying reptile, Protoceratops, Velociraptor, Dracorex, that's blue, Stygimoloch, Monolithosaurus, Styracosaurus, another Dracorex, different color, Concavenator, Stegosaurus, Suchomimus, Parasaurolophus, and Triceratops. Now, what I want to do is get to opening this up and seeing what's inside of it. So, to do that, bear with me. Okay, yeah, you can see that. To do that, I'm just going to hop right in. And I'm going to start with the upper right-hand corner. So, here we have a Dracorex, and that is part of the new Attack Pack assortment. So you can see right away the new key art on the packaging. When I saw it online, I wasn't exactly sold to it. Something about the placement just kind of threw me off, and Owen just makes it kind of look a little cluttered. But it's really grown on me. It's incredibly vibrant and sharp and packed full of texture detail. It really pops really well. and you can see the collector's card inside of there. So you can turn it over, and you can see that it has some of the species listed on the back. So you have the Triceratops, Velociraptor Delta. It's called Delta, but there's definitely some sort of error because, oops, as well as we couldn't see that. Triceratops, Velociraptor Delta. Again, she says Delta, but that's not what Delta looks like. That's probably Echo, and I think they mislabeled her. The Ramiphonicus, again, I'm probably saying that completely wrong, sorry, and Dracorex. I really like the fact that they type out the species names, the dinosaur names, rather than having the item number. And also what's cool is this is the first time I've seen the Amblin logo on the back of a Jurassic Park toy. But this is a really nice item. I actually already have one. I got it from Entertainment Earth. Purchased it, so I have one open, and I will show you later. But I'm going to set that aside for the time being. And let's tempt fate and pop open the bottom there. And there we have the Monolithosaurus, and this is part of the Savage Strike assortment. Monolithosaurus, the Dracorex is a brand new species in a brand new toy, brand new sculpt, but Monolithosaurus is actually a repaint of the Battle Damage toy that came out earlier in the year. However, the Battle Damage toy had, of course, battle damage right around there, and it had neck articulation and a jaw that you can that you can work with on your own. This one has the Savage Strike feature, which allows you to push down the tail and you get that nice biting motion. Otherwise, it's a really nicely articulated toy. Again, the packaging art looks great aside from Owen. I would say the only thing I would do is move the Dino Rivals logo over here and put the title of the toy there and remove Owen and kind of make it breathe a little bit more. But there again on the back you can see the trading card in there, a little preview of it. And then you see the species back there. So you have Stygimoloch Blue and the Styracosaurus. Unfortunately, the species on these toys still use item numbers, so that makes it kind of difficult for kids and parents who aren't as familiar with the items to know what they're looking for. So I hope that changes like it did for the attack pack. And again, bottom, and you do not have a Amblin logo on this one, which is interesting, but you do on the other one, which might mean these packages were a little bit older. I'm not sure. But anyways, the Monolithosaurus. And I'll take a deeper look at these toys in a different video. Again, sorry for any lighting conditions. I'm working with what I got, but I think I could do something to change that a little bit. Let me see what that looks like. Might be a bit overblown now. I'm doing this sort of live, so hopefully that helps. At least I'll stop casting so many shadows. So we're going to go to the top now. And there we have the Dual Attack Triceratops. Now this is a repaint and a retool of the Triceratops that came out in 2018. It was a Roarvor, which was an electronic toy. So the Roarvor, you push the button and its head goes up just like this, but it would also roar. The Dual Attack adds that second feature of attack, like it says 360 degree battling. So you have the tail attack there, as well as the Triceratops head ramming. This one's a really nice color. It's not film accurate, however I really do like it. The color blending's fantastic. There's a ton of detail. Again, it's the same sculpt as the 2018 one, but it looks really, really nice. It pops well. And these are $14.99 toys, so it's pretty big as you can see, and that's a great deal. And there you can see on the back, you can see the Parasaurolophus and Concavinator. Again, they're not labeled by their species name, but their item number. And you can see the Triceratops battling the Coelurus. Again, sorry if I'm saying that name wrong. And that's a great looking toy. I will compare these in this video to their 2018 releases. I'm just kind of popping these open for right now. So, in the bottom, we have the Mega Dual Attack Suchomimus. Now, the Mega Dual Attack Suchomimus is a really, really nice item. Again, it's a retool slash repaint of a 2018 item. But here you have the biting attack and the tail attack. And what's cool is you can push both at the same time to get that dual attack feature. The Mega Dual Attack, just like the Dual Attack, it's 2 attacks, no electronics, nice articulation, but the Mega Dual Attack are just slightly larger than the Dual Attack. Kind of get a feel. They're not, the size isn't too different, but they're a little bit larger, a little bulkier, and you just get a little bit more play out of it. Now, I really think that the Suchomimus looks a lot better in these colors than the 2018 release, because it has this very almost aquatic fish-like fin going down it, rather than a more, I guess, realistic and accurate ridge and spine going down the back of the Suchomimus, and plus, like, it sort of has a stylized face. The blue colors of the 2018 release just seemed a little too off to me, and this actually feels very Spinosaurid to me, which is, you know, it's part of the same family as Spinosaurus. But it's a great toy, it has a ton of articulation. Again, the packaging really pops, it looks great. I wasn't sold on the packaging until I saw these in person. And on the back, again, it's only by item numbers. You have the Suchomimus and the Stegosaurus. Collector's card, shows you how to play with it. And no Amblin logo on this one either, just a Universal logo. That's curious. I get the feeling, though, since we've never had an Amblin logo before and it's starting to happen, that sooner or later it will be on all of the items. And we have one more item in here. I have to kind of pop this guy open. And inside the box, we have the Bite and Fight Tyrannosaurus Rex. And this is the new large Tyrannosaurus Rex offering from Mattel. Again, it has a dual attack feature, so you press this and it has this sort of biting motion where it's really, really responsive. It bites and turns to its side. Kind of looks like it's looking at you after you just said something absurd and it's just sort of shocked by what you said. But it's a really nice figure. The color is a lot more muted, a lot more like classic Jurassic Park. You have the tail attack, or the tail wagging feature, and you can press both at the same time. And yeah, like I said, the color's a lot more muted, a lot more true to the films. It has this really nice dark, really nice dark detail up here, and it fades into a lighter brown. I kind of wish the dark would continue down rather than this lighter brown that they're using up here. The dark really contrasts really nicely, and I think that it would pop a lot more. But in person, it looks really, really nice. Ton of detail. It's basically the same sculpt as the Thrash and Throw T-Rex, however slightly retooled. It even has the same basic body form. Difference being the tail. I mean, the tongue is sculpted, it has the different features, and of course, it does not have electronics. And you can see it on the back here. It's attacking the Concavinator with the twisting and turning biting action, massive tail strike. You have, the species names are called out back there. You have the Concavinator, Parasaurolophus, and Triceratops. A lot of empty space here. I think that they could utilize the back art of these packages, especially these ones, more effectively. Maybe put a little bio about the dinosaur, a little role-play information, or just maybe some more interesting like diorama shots. And then same with the bottom of the packaging. A lot of empty space. You could probably put some of the other items in the assortment back here. I would like to see that box art space utilized a little bit more. And again, no Amblin logo, which is interesting because it does say Amblin, but just no Amblin logo. And then it directs you to MattelShop.com, whereas the Draco Rex directs you to JurassicWorld.com. So there are some variations at play here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera a bit. This might stop it from recording again. But what I want to do is show you all the species out next to one another. All the toys. And again, this is a very large box. There's one. Oh, there goes my lighting. Sorry for the haphazard nature, it's the holidays, I don't have a lot of time, I can't really do a proper setup, I just don't have the space or setup here in the house right now. So, let's move this a little further left. Alright, here you can see the assortment. So what I'm going to do right now is with the Dracorex, you see it here, I'm going to pull out the Dracorex that I have open so you can get a better feel for the Dracorex. So here is the Dracorex. And here's its collector's card. Let me zoom in. It's a bit darker than I'd like, but what can you do? But yeah, you can see the collector's card. It has the information for attack. It has the artwork. The artwork's a bit simple. I think that they could probably do a little bit more with that in the future, especially when you had the fantastic 2013 box art from Hasbro, as well as the old Kenner collector's cards. But let me show you the Dracorex. And let me turn up some light. So you have the Dracorex, it's really nice. You have the leg articulation here. You have full 360-degree leg articulation, as far as I can tell, however. You might not want to go all the way around. You have the arms that are articulated. What's really nice is the head twists and turns, but not only that, it goes up and down, so you really can have a lot of fun playing with that, especially kids. You can have the ramming head action, as Dracorex is a relative to the Pachycephalosaurus. And man, it's dark. And then you can have the more relaxed action there. So yeah, it's a Pachycephalosaurid in the same family of dinosaurs as Pachycephalosaurus and Stygimoloch. In fact, it's pretty widely accepted that Pachycephalosaurus, Stygimoloch, and Dracorex might all be the same species in just different stages of developing into adulthood. So they all might be a Pachycephalosaurus being the adult. However, in the Jurassic universe, that is not the case, and I'm perfectly fine with that. That gives us some more variety. You know, it's not just adulthood of the same colored species. You can really have a lot of different features and development over it. So there's the Dracorex. So comparatively, let me grab the Suchomimus. And here is the Suchomimus, the 2018 release, that this is a repaint of. So as you can see, it's the same size toy. What they did is they bent the tail ever so slightly to fit into this box, it seems. So maybe the box is slightly smaller. But this has the tail attack, whereas this one simply has an articulated tail. And this one has the biting attack. Otherwise, you can see this has a real nice, like, kind of light blue color with these deep blue legs and then the sort of mustard detail. Again, I like it. It's really detailed. It's a really nicely sculpted dinosaur toy. But the colors, it just looks a little too... It doesn't look like a Jurassic Park dinosaur. And this biting motion, its head's at a more relaxed... It's slightly more relaxed, I think. Slightly more down? I don't know, maybe not. But overall, I mean, they're pretty much the same toy, but I really like it. You can maybe say that this is sexual dimorphism. Maybe you have the male in the more vibrant colors and the female in the more camouflaged colors. She even seems a little bigger. I don't know why, though. But either way, you can go either way, or you can say they're different subspecies, or just look different because they look different. But yeah, I'm really happy with the new dual attack, Mega Dual Attack Suchomimus. And then we have the Triceratops, which you can see right here. And let me just make sure we're focused. Seems focused. But yeah, so here's the Triceratops, and the 2018 release had the roaring motion, different noises, where this one doesn't have noises, but it has the relatively same head attack. It's maybe a little less responsive. And then you have the tail attack. And you have this really nice green with this very subtle brown detail. It doesn't contrast as much, but it looks very natural to the eye. It doesn't look plain at all. Neither one of these are accurate to the film, curiously. I find that interesting. Also, if you look, the rear legs are sculpted differently. These legs extend further back and kind of have more of a curve to them. They look a little more natural, where this one looks very stiff. So they didn't just re-release it in the same exact pose. They did resculpt it ever so slightly, and I really think that these legs are a huge improvement over this one. This one just looks a little too stiff and doll-like, where that really looks nice. And I can't wait to open it in a separate, more specified review video later on. Again, this is just sort of the mystery box video. And then we have the Monolithosaurus, which I don't have nearby. Here we are. And you can compare the Monolithosaurus to its 2018 release there. Again, same size item, same sculpt. Some differences being that you can control the neck here, and you can control the jaw itself, whereas this neck is stiff so that it can have the Savage Strike. And of course this has the battle damage. But I think that the paint job on this one's a little bit nicer. It continues down to the legs, it has more on the underbelly. Overall it just looks really vibrant, pops really well. That Savage Strike is a lot of fun, but I love both these items. And again, I'll look at them in a little bit more detail down the line. I hope that you liked this unboxing video. Again, these items were sent to me courtesy of Mattel, and I really want to thank Mattel for being such amazing community partners. They have continued to go above and beyond while interacting with the community, making great items, and honestly just engaging and listening. I really haven't seen anything like this. This press kit itself is fantastic. I honestly am so thankful that Mattel sent this. These items are awesome, and I can't wait to cover more Jurassic World Dino Rivals content on Jurassic Outpost in the future. Again, thank you so much, thanks for watching, and a huge thank you to Mattel. Stay tuned to Jurassic Outpost for more details about where you can find these items, including the continuation of the Walmart exclusive in the US, Battle Damage Collection, and the Target exclusive in the US, Legacy Collection. Again, thanks so much, and stay tuned.